Dear colleagues, welcome to our audio slide presentation. I am Domen Rauschek from the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, University of Ljubljana, and for the next few minutes I will be discussing a recent paper entitled Operational Mode Shape Normalization with a Structural Modification for Small and Light Structures, which was published in the journal Mechanical Systems and Signal Processing. This paper deals with difficulties that occur when measuring the model parameters of small and light structures. The resonant frequencies are usually relatively high and therefore a wide frequency range is needed for the measurement. Furthermore, the mass that is added to the structure by the sensors causes structural modifications. To overcome these difficulties, an improved method using an operational model analysis instead of an experimental model analysis is proposed in this study. It is derived from the sensitivity-based operational mode shape normalization with a consideration of the mode shape variation. The mass change strategy that is usually used for normalization of operational mode shapes gives relatively good results for most of the structures. But when small and light structures are analyzed, the mass of the accelerometer can be relatively large in comparison to the other masses added to the structure for the normalization. Therefore, the added mass is not well distributed over the structure, and not only do the resonant frequencies change, but also the mode shapes, which leads to incorrect scaling factors. To correctly measure and normalize the mode shapes of the structure itself, an improved method that can serve as an upgrade of the mass change strategy is proposed in this study. The mass change strategy is performed on the structure with the accelerometer. The added mass is well distributed over the modified structure. Therefore, the mode shapes of the unmodified and the modified structure do not differ significantly. Consequently, the scaling factors are correct and the mode shapes of the structure with the accelerometer can be normalized. Then the variation of the mode shapes due to the added mass of the accelerometer needs to be determined, and the normalized mode shapes of the structure itself without the accelerometer can be obtained. Two simultaneous measurements of the response were needed for the operational model analysis, and the excitation force was unknown. The reference response was measured by a lightweight accelerometer, and the second response measurement was performed by a laser Doppler vibrometer. The results of the proposed operational mode shape normalization method were compared to the results of the experimental model analysis procedure and to the numerical model. The method proposed in this study gives significantly better results than the experimental model analysis, especially at low frequencies, and is simpler to use since the measurement of the excitation force is not needed. It can be used on any similar small and light structure. This study presents an improved procedure for an operational mode shape normalization. This procedure takes into account the mode shape variation that occurs due to the additional mass of the accelerometer. The results of this method on small and light structures were analyzed. The measurement results on a sample of small dimensions and mass were compared with the numerical model and between the experimental and the operational model analysis. The comparison proves that the method proposed in this study gives better results than the ordinary mass change strategy because the sensor's additional mass is cancelled and the mode shapes are scaled correctly. It is advisable to use the proposed method when the mass that is added to the structure by the accelerometer is not negligible. The measurement of the excitation force is not needed, which makes the experimental investigation even more straightforward and easy to perform.